The minimum wage crisis between the Nigeria Labour Congress and the federal government may never be entirely resolved, even as the federal government and the organized labor have finally agreed that the presidency would send the national minimum wage bill to the National Assembly. Over the years, as a business correspondent, I have closely monitored the development, and today I will take you through the years of conflict between the government and labor unions. The agitation of this umbrella organization of unions can be traced to 1978, when they had the first elected president, Hassan Sumonu.
On what you think should be the minimum wage, using empirical data. And that opportunity was given to them. 21 states responded. Even in law, you can decide to say no case submission, but you can also make submission. In that case, 21 states submitted. They also quoted figures. That is the figure we use in negotiating and arriving at 30,000, because labor also came with a figure of 66,500. Organized private sector came with a figure.
Minimum wage means the lowest salary permitted by law or agreed upon following negotiations between labor unions and government.
The issue of 30,000 was a compromise position that was agreed at the tripartite negotiating table. It wasn't the demand of labor. It wasn't a figure imposed by labor. It was mutually agreed.
Before 1978, there was no structured minimum wage for Nigerian workers. When political office holders were handed a pay rise at the time, Sumonu's NLC started pushing for a structured minimum wage. In 1981, the NLC clamored for a minimum wage of 300 naira when the Shehu Shagari-led federal government refused to pay. Labor called for a nationwide strike that paralyzed the economy. Eventually, the Shagari administration and Sumonu-led NLC settled for a minimum wage of 125 naira.
Consequently, the MPC reaffirmed its support for all initiatives designed to stimulate domestic output and growth.
In 1989, Labour asked for a new minimum wage. During this period, Pascal Bafio was NLC president. When it got down to negotiations, All Progressive Congress National Chairman Adams Oshomole, who was Bafio's deputy, led the talks with the government. The minimum wage was increased to 250 afterwards. Between 1989 to 2001, the minimum wage went from 250 naira to 3,000 naira and from 5,000 naira to 7,500 naira. In 2010, President Goodluck Jonathan increased the nation's minimum wage to 18,000 naira.
Take it or leave it. If you go to buy things from the market, they don't size you up to say, okay, you are receiving 18,000 naira, and as such they have to treat you differently for somebody that is receiving over 100,000 naira. So I mean, it's not realistic in this present situation that we are in the country.
It's even too minimal, because going by the last negotiation that settled for 18,000 naira as minimum wage then, if you compare the exchange rate then or the value of the naira then to dollar and what is it, I think it should be about it's supposed to be 60,000-70,000, not even 30,000. So the level is very fair.
Three NLC presidents after Bafio, Adams Oshomole, Abdulwahid Ibrahim Omar, and Ayuba Waba were instrumental to the review of the minimum wage from the late 80s to the present day. For many, Nigeria's minimum wage is often a no-win situation for everyone.
I don't see anything good in it, because why? It used to bring inflation of everything in the country. Whenever they increase salary, you will see that everything too will go up.
What do you think will happen? The worker will be worse off within 6 months. I'm sorry I don't subscribe to a wage increase. I'm sorry. Because it's a very simple process. And it's happened. You go check our economic history. I was very young during the Doji Award, but that was simply what happened. They increased the salaries, more money got into the hands of the workers. Of course, demand increased, supply couldn't meet up, and Naira lost its value. And that's what will happen again if we do the same thing again.
As inflation rises, and the purchasing power of the average Nigerian reduces, an agitation by such a powerful trade union can leave the nation paralyzed. Yet, political compulsions could see workers finally reap the benefits. Itogi Moore edit. Root TV Nigeria.